Hi guys, tonight's topic is the pH scale, which measures how acidic or how basic a substance is. pH stands for potential hydrogen. And so what it measures is the concentration of hydrogen ions in a substance compared to the concentration of hydrogen ions in distilled water. So the scale goes from 0 to 14, even though usually there's not many things that are below 1. In the middle of the scale, pH equal to 7, that's what we call neutral. Pure water is neutral pH. It's not acidic or basic. As the numbers get smaller, we get more and more acidic. As the numbers get larger, so between 7 and 14, we get more and more basic. Another word for basic is alkaline. So because this scale of amount of hydrogen ions in a substance, because that is logarithmic, each step you go on the scale is 10 times more or less acidic, more or less basic. So if you go from, let's say you go from lemon juice with a pH of 2, which has 100,000 hydrogen ions compared to distilled water, 100,000 times as many. If you go down to pH of 1, it gets 10 times more acidic. See how you add a 0? So each step it gets 10 times more, not just one time more. So even though you're changing just one number, you're changing 10 times. So if you go 2 steps, how many does that change? It's 100 times different. If you go 3 steps, 1,000 times different. So that's an important thing to remember. So right now, you're going to look at the pH on your handout of each of those substances and determine whether they are acidic, neutral, or basic. And then you're going to answer the other question about how much more acidic is apple juice than black coffee. And then there's some things that are able to resist changes in pH, and so they kind of help stabilize things, and those are called buffers. So that is the last answer to your question there. Have a great night. We'll be doing more on pH in class tomorrow.